All right. Take six, hopefully the last one. This is the past and present of drug design. My name is Isaiah Williams, and I'm a nursing student here at Mount Union. But before we talk about drug design, we have to talk about what is drug design itself. Drug design is a process of developing new drugs for medication for public use, and starts with the knowledge of a biological target within a given illness. And this has such evolved over time as old diseases come and new diseases come and old ones become curable. And by developing cures for modern illnesses, it gives us a path to cure future diseases quicker as well. In the origin of drugs and their usage saw the use of two main drugs, one of them being cannabis and one of them being opium, which can date all the way back to 8000 BC. Cannabis was first used as a very crude anesthesia during very early operations, and opium was used similarly, dubbed the happy plant. However, it was quickly stopped after the uprise of its very addictive and hallucinogenic side effects. The recent history of drug design and its use. In the 1800s, it saw the rise of cocaine and amphetamine in anesthesia. Cocaine was first brought to the German medical forefront during the mini wars at this time to delay the fatigue of the soldiers. Post-German war saw the use of the U.S. Infantry by the Surgeon General, where it was used in unregulated amounts with opium and tonic remedies. And anesthesia first began development around this time, still again very crude, but it was being used in Civil War operations. Many of them it was used as. Recent history in the 1900s, it saw the rise of commonly known drugs today, like LSD and crack cocaine. LSD was discovered by a Swiss scientist in 1943 when he found himself tripping in a corner on the hallucinogenic side effects. And it's a potent drug due to its visual effects and how it can be taken. Unlike other more common drugs that need to be injected, this can be ingested or even absorbed through the skin to get the same effects, and it can be seen with a dose as low as 25 micrograms, or called a tab. These drugs sprang up around the 1900s. They then came to a quick decline, but they came back later in the late 1900s with the rave subculture as well. An important figure in the 1900s would be Alice McGaw. She was dubbed the mother of anesthesiology. She practiced on over 1,400 patients during the time, and she was known for being the mother of this field. She also started discovering how to safely use the potentially illegal substance as well. In modern day drugs and their drug design, what is drug design now? The drug design is an inventive process where we can find medication based on an already known virus or parasite, and this can follow multiple different models, such as experimental models, translational models, and computational models as well. The drugs most follow a certain process after its development that can expose its flaws, its side effects, and anything wrong about it that can be seen before it's released to the public. And it follows four main parts, being the preclinical stage, the clinical stage, the first, second, and third, and then the market entry and regulatory stage as well. The preclinical stage lasts roughly about 4.5 years, and this stage cannot accurately represent the side effects on humans, as animals have different genomes and genes, but it can kind of give us a rough idea of the side effects and what to expect, although this may change in the future due to animal rights activists. This may be replaced with more scientific models as our technology grows on. So what happens during the clinical stage? It must bypass via multiple entryways. This can be both ingested, injected, absorbed, or taken orally. The medication must also remain attached to its intended site. The strength of the medication is then regulated and measured. The safety of the medication is then optimized, and then the healthy amount for the desired outcome is weighed to prevent both under and overusage. And then the final clinical stage, or the third, takes about 2.2 years on average. It costs about $20 million for United States dollars, and it consists of a widespread clinical trial across hospital and labs. This can take anywhere from 300 to 3,000 people to reach a gold standard, which is the standard needed for most trusted drugs nowadays. And the regulatory and market approval stage consists of 85% of the drugs that make it to the third, and this is the final stage where any given information is considered, and if it's safe to the public, then it will then be released. If not, it can go back to the third or even the second clinical stage as well. A modern day figure would be Fauci. He was the head of the CDC for 22 consecutive years before he stepped down in 2022. And he also made key headways in observing how HIV and AIDS destroy the human body and how to slow its side effects, as it still remains uncurable, but it is now treatable as well. So what is the future of drug design medication? So drug design in the future of it holds many possibilities, many of which consider down to the nano level in the worldwide scale. The nano level is used with new technology coming alongside nanomedicine to transport a desired drug to hard-to-reach organs without the worry of pre-absorption by other organs not needed. This, alongside many other futuristic styles of therapy, like genetic editing, are slowly beginning to become more and more realistic with each passing year. These new medications may just prove prove the suppression of eradication of modern-day sicknesses and illnesses. And here are my references. And if you were to have any questions, please don't email me.